thermal imaging camera extraordinaire. Today it's the KAIWEETS KTI-W01. Here we go. As always, big keep on testing shout out to KAIWEETS. Thanks so much for sending the thermal imaging camera in for this review.
KAIWEETS.
KTI-W01 from KAIWEETS. Wow, that is a good looking thermal imaging camera, isn't it? Oh, yes. KAIWEETS ships the W01 in this big, gorgeous box. Wow, I'm telling you, that is one heck of a sweet looking box. How'd you like to see that under your tree? This thermal imaging camera is a flagship product from KAIWEETS because it is just so darn good. Man, this thing is loaded. It has display size of 3.2 inches or 240 by 320 millimeters, 640 by 480 of visible light resolution, and that thermal imaging frame rate is 25 hertz. Also, for you storage junkies, this has built-in 32 gigs of eMMC memory. About 28 gigs of that is readily available. And of course, one of the cool things is it has support for offline analysis for your PC. Yes, you get all your stuff, download it to your PC, and away you go. And that little mechanism is so well hidden right there. Hook that USB-C to your computer, and you are in business. And KAIWEETS also gives you that USB to USB-C adapter, so you can have a nice quick recharge for your thermal camera, and included cable as well. Really nice packaging, top notch. And man, look at that user manual. Oh yes, big, beautiful, bold fonts. And we even have pictures. Oh man, you can't beat pictures when it comes to a manual. And KAIWEETS, bless them, also give you this gorgeous little case. Well, it's not that little, it's actually quite big. It fits the camera perfectly. No movement, you can ship this anywhere, travel anywhere, and your camera is safe. Nice soft touch buttons on that KAIWEETS as well. We have your standard left, right, up, and down, power on, power off, our menu, enter, and as well as the backwards or return. Fit and finish wise, the KAIWEETS is a little bit on the plasticky side, not quite as well, or shall I say, as refined as some of the thermal cameras out there. But that being said, it still does hold in the hand, and all around fairly decent, I have to say, in terms of build quality. On the side here, we have our KTI-W01 with, of course, the resolution 256 by 192, and their temperature range -20 up to a whopping 550 degrees Celsius. Whoa, that's hot. And of course, like most thermal cameras, you have that protective covering. Take it up when you want to start your imaging, and when you're done for the day, simply close it and protect that lens. Good stuff. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Here's a good example. We've got that VVOR right beside the KAIWEETS and the Unity on the far right. KAIWEETS, par for the course, your sort of standard ergonomic style for that size. The Unity, definitely bigger, bulkier. Well, there you go. Thermal imaging cameras that are hot off the presses, the VVOR on the left, KAIWEETS on the right. Let's boot them up at the same time and just see which one starts faster. 3, 2, 1. So the VVOR was first out of the gate. Here we go. Come on, KAIWEETS. And VVOR is thinking, oh my God, it's still initializing, while KAIWEETS is over, almost 80%, 90%, 100%. And there you go. So KAIWEETS is definitely the winner in this case. VVOR still initializing. Wow, a little bit on the slow side, but there it is finally. And as you can see as well, a slightly larger display, a little bit wider on the KAIWEETS. Now, they both have the protective coverings on right now. I will remove that from the KAIWEETS shortly, but hey, there you go in a nutshell. So here I have both the KAIWEETS as well as the VVOR side by side, and they're staring at a pot light right now. And you can see, I find the contrast slightly better on that KAIWEETS, crisper, a little bit more defined. They're both finding that hot spot in terms of the temperature zone, around 38 degrees or so. But yeah, just find a little bit better clarity with that KAIWEETS. Let's take a close look at that display. Starting at the top left, here we have our central point temperature. Over here is the temperature range, current emissivity, and of course the battery power. Our long graph, color-coded graph, is the color code, a temperature cursor at the central point, and of course down here is the time. Another nice feature below is the max and min temperature ranges always being displayed. The highest temperature cursor over here will always move into the direction of the highest temperature, of course. Over here in red, we have the high temperature cursor. Basically, that is going to move along with the movement of the highest temperature. Cursor will always be displayed as red. Temperature value is displayed here at the bottom left of the corner of the screen. Of course, the KAIWEETS also does videos. Simply hit that trigger key, hold down on it, and you're going to get prompted to start recording. Well, what do? Of course, hit enter and start recording. Now you can record away, and when you're done, simply hit that enter key again to end the recording. Cool and simple. KTI-W01 is powered by one 18650 battery located right in the handle. It just pops off, slide it down, and there you go. We have a little connector here to the PCB, but yeah, that's it. 18650, 3500 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts is what is powering this camera. KAIWEETS thermal imaging camera has a ton of menu functionality. Hit the menu button and bada boom, bada bing, look at that. Image correction, photos, videos, color palette, emissivity, and settings galore. So what do you want to look at? Well, let's just try photos, for instance. Hit the enter key, check them. Oh yeah, there we go. There's some photos we have. Let's just scroll down, see what we've got. God only knows. And wow, look at that iPhone. I think it's an iPhone. Cool. No, I think that's an Android. Anyway, there's our thermal image, and man, that is very neat. And of course, you can also download this to your PC or laptop via the USB-C and look at it on your computer. And when you're done with that image, hit the back key, back again, and you can scroll down that menu once again. Videos, color palette, emissivity, and let's check out the settings. Hit enter, you get the idea. And look at that, auto shutdown, brightness, language. Man, the sky is the limit. Multiple languages here on the KAIWEETS. English, German, French, Italian, the list goes on. We can change from Celsius to Fahrenheit as well, simply with the push of a button. Temperature range is definitely something you can control. You can change your time, you name it, it is all there. So a lot of functionality, a lot of customizability within this camera. Let's take a quick look at this PCB. It's from a Lenovo NAS, and man, oh man, check out that core. It is smoking hot right now. Look at that, almost 60 degrees Celsius, and another chip below it as well, also very hot, around 55 degrees. So very cool. Once again, now just looking at that PCB, you can't tell you, but boy, when you see a thermal image like that, oh man, that is a really good indication of where the problem lies. By the way, this does not have a macro mode, which comes in really handy for electronics. That would have been something else, but no macro mode on this KAIWEETS. By the way, the KTI-W01 has a 12 micron pixel pitch sensor. So smaller pixels than, let's say, a 15 or 17 inch sensor, which is a good thing. Smaller pixels means it's going to produce a more rich, a higher resolution image compared to the others. Wow, good stuff. And when it's time to charge your thermal imaging camera, just attach the included USB-C cable. You're going to get a little notification that it's charging, nice green icon like that, and there you go. It takes about an hour or so to give it a full charge, and that should last you in total around 5 to 7 hours. Finally, when you attach the KAIWEETS to your computer via that USB-C cable, bada boom, bada bing, it will automatically recognize it as another external device, and you have that imaging software here, which you just want to load by double-clicking on it. Install it. Oh, it just doesn't get any easier than this. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. We have installed it. And we can launch the tools just like so. Very cool. Let's click on one of those images. And there we go. From here you can do what you want. You can manipulate, you can change. You can, change the sizes. You can add, edit the whole 9 yards. So yeah, do what you want with that thermal image because the KAIWEETS software is just that good. Closing thoughts on the KAIWEETS KTI-W01. Oh yes, highly recommended. Functionality through the roof and that great KAIWEETS build quality that you know it's gonna last. Also ships with that great KAIWEETS case, which is gonna keep your thermal imaging camera safe and sound. No, this is one really great buy out there in a what is now pretty crowded thermal imaging market. Link for the description below. I've got some coupon codes in there if you want to pick up one of these, and I do highly recommend it. Roughly about $200 to $250 US, depending on where and when you're picking up this thermal imaging camera, but believe you me, it is worth every penny. Comes with some pretty funky KAIWEETS editing software as well, so you can take the thermal image and manipulate it whatever way you need to. Hey, if you want to share stuff with fellow engineers, what have you, that is a great tool. I'm having a hard time finding something wrong with it. It's just that good. KAIWEETS KTI-W01 gets a solid 4 out of 5 stars. Hey, thanks for watching this review, everybody. Lots more coming. Till the next one. Keep on testing.